60 haunted places in the US that will give you nightmares. Make sure you watch the video until the very end, because you might be living near these haunted places and not even know it. In Alaska, Hotel Captain Cook is said to be haunted by a woman who tragically ended her life there in the 1970s. Guests and staff alike claim her spirit roams the hallways to this day. In Arizona, the Jerome Grand Hotel, formerly the United Verde Hospital, bears the weight of its dark past, with over 9,000 patient deaths recorded. Guests report eerie sounds of rolling gurneys and ghostly voices echoing through the halls. The Crescent Hotel and Spa in Arkansas has a dedicated ghost tour department. Visitors frequently report the scent of pipe tobacco and the sight of mysterious orbs floating in the air, adding to its haunted allure. California is home to chilling spots like the Point Sur Light Station, where visitors claim to see a man in a 19th century keeper's uniform during the light station's moonlight tours. The infamous Winchester Mansion, a 160-room architectural labyrinth, was constructed continuously by Sarah Winchester to keep vengeful spirits at bay. Meanwhile, at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel, Marilyn Monroe is said to still roam the hallways of the iconic Los Angeles building. Colorado's Stanley Hotel, the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining, boasts its own spine-chilling stories. Guests of room 217 often report unexplained phenomena, making it a must-visit for thrill-seekers. In Connecticut, the Mark Twain house sees visions of a young woman in a white dress, believed to be Twain's late daughter. At Captain Grant's Inn, guests staying in the Adelaide room have heard footsteps and even the sound of someone walking above them, only to discover the floor above is an uninhabited attic. Delaware's Addie C Bed and Breakfast, built in 1901, is said to be haunted by the ghost of a handyman named Paul Delaney, with room 11 being the most active spot for paranormal encounters. Florida's Orange County Regional History Center in Orlando is regarded as one of the city's most haunted locations, with ghost tours often uncovering its chilling secrets. In Georgia, Savannah's Marshall House Hotel, once a Civil War hospital, is known for ghostly children running through the halls and mysterious apparitions reported by guests. Hawaii's Hilton Hawaiian Village has its own haunting legend of a woman in a red dress, believed to be either a murder victim or Madame Pele, the volcano goddess. Idaho's Egyptian Theater, opened since 1927, is haunted by Joe, a former projectionist. Patrons report lights flickering, strange noises, and doors closing on their own. Illinois' Congress Plaza Hotel has a sinister past, once hosting serial killer H.H. Holmes as he met his victims. Its history includes numerous suicides, leaving many restless spirits lingering in its halls. In Indiana, the Story Inn is home to the Blue Lady, said to be the wife of Dr. George Story, who founded the town. Meanwhile, the portal to Hell House in Gary has seen furniture move on its own, disembodied voices, and even an exorcism. A veteran police officer investigating the site experienced his car radio blasting static followed by a voice saying, "You in there?" In Iowa, the Franklin Hotel is believed to be haunted by the ghost of a 1920s prostitute. Guests and owners have reported strange noises, an eerie presence, and sightings of a woman in a lavender gown. The Hutchinson Public Library in Kansas is said to be haunted by Ida Day Holtzapfel, a dedicated librarian hired in 1916. Staff members claim to see her ghost roaming the building, seemingly still on duty. Kentucky's Talbot Tavern is frequented by the spirit of outlaw Jesse James. Visitors have reported seeing orbs and witnessing forks move mysteriously on their own. In Louisiana, Arnaud's restaurant in New Orleans is said to host the spirit of its founder, Arnaud Cazenave. Waiters often see a man in a tuxedo happily observing the bustling dining room. Maine's Strand Cinema, which opened in 1929, claims to be one of the most haunted places in America. Despite its spooky reputation, the theater is still in operation today. The Admiral Fell Inn in Maryland, dating back to the 1700s, earned a spot on TripAdvisor's 2011 list of America's top 10 haunted hotels. Staff have reported hearing unexplained noises throughout the inn, In Massachusetts, the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast Museum invites the brave to stay where Borden's father and stepmother were murdered in 1892. Guests can even sleep in the bedroom where the unsolved crime occurred. Michigan's Holly Hotel is a hotspot for ghost hunters, with paranormal investigators flocking to the location for overnight investigations into its ghost-filled history. Minnesota's Palmer House Hotel is infamous for the sounds of children running through its halls, despite no children being present. Guests have also witnessed furniture moving and ghostly apparitions. Mississippi's King's Tavern, Natchez, is the oldest building in Natchez and the site of a grisly murder. A bloody dagger found in the fireplace decades ago is said to be linked to the killing of Madeline, the tavern owner's mistress, whose spirit haunts the building. Missouri's Lemp Mansion, named one of the 10 spookiest buildings in the world by CNN Travel in 2011, offers ghost tours for those seeking an up-close encounter with its paranormal residents. Montana's Fort Peck Theater, built in 1934, is said to be haunted by a man in 1930s work attire, earning it a spot on the Billings Gazette's list of Montana's most haunted places. At Nebraska's O'Connor's Pub, ghost hunters from Prism have investigated paranormal claims, with patrons eagerly sharing their eerie encounters at the Irish pub. In Nevada, Bally's Las Vegas is built on the site of the tragic 1980 MGM Grand Fire that killed 87 people. Guests staying in the old tower report shadows, strange noises, and moving furniture. The Three Chimneys Inn in New Hampshire, built in 1649, is haunted by the ghost of Valentine Hill's daughter, believed to have drowned in a nearby river. Visitors claim to see her spirit on the property. In New Jersey, Cape May's Hotel Macumber is haunted by Irene Trunk Lady Wright, whose spirit is said to linger in room 10. New Mexico's La Fonda is a historic building said to house multiple ghosts, including a gambler who died in 1857, a judge in black robes, and a murdered bride. The Southampton Windmill in New York, built in 1712, is reportedly haunted by the daughter of its former owner, who died after falling down the stairs. Witnesses have seen her spirit playing inside the windmill and peering through its blades. New York City's Morris Jumel Mansion, once George Washington's headquarters, is said to be haunted by its later owner, Eliza Jumel, a wealthy socialite and the wife of former Vice President Aaron Burr. Many claim her spirit still roams the property. In New York's Soho district, 129 Spring Street, home to the clothing store COS, is reportedly haunted by the ghost of a young woman killed by her boyfriend on Christmas Day in 1799. Paranormal enthusiasts are drawn to the basement's brick well, which dates back to the 1700s. Staten Island's Kreischer Mansion is infamous for its reported hauntings, likely tied to a mob-related murder in 2005. Visitors and subsequent owners have described supernatural interactions in the home. Manhattan's Doyer Street, nicknamed Bloody Angle and Murder Alley, has a grim history of violence and corruption stretching back to the 19th century. Its serpentine shape and dark past contribute to its eerie reputation. The historic Ear Inn, built in 1770, has its share of friendly ghosts, including Mickey, who's said to be waiting for his clipper ship to arrive. In North Carolina, the Roanoke Island Inn is haunted by Roscoe Jones, a former owner who reportedly walks the halls in a postal uniform. Visitors have heard pacing footsteps and seen objects move inexplicably. The Biltmore Estate in North Carolina is said to be frequented by the ghost of George Vanderbilt, who still roams the opulent grounds. In North Dakota, the Children's Museum at Yunker Farm is haunted by Elizabeth Yunker and possibly the spirit of a child who drowned in a well. Guests report elevators moving on their own and ghostly sightings. Ohio's Franklin Castle gained attention after a 2016 investigation by Paranormal Lockdown. The Cleveland Mansion is said to be haunted by the spirit of Emma Tiedemann, who died there at 15. Oklahoma's Belvidere Mansion, built in 1902, is visited by the ghosts of its original owners, John and Mary Bayless. Oregon's Columbia Gorge Hotel open for over 90 years, is rumored to be haunted by a woman in white who may have jumped from its balcony. Pennsylvania's Eastern State Penitentiary, notorious for its harsh punishments, has chilling accounts of voices, laughter, and unexplained forces. A worker in the 1990s described being immobilized by a supernatural force. In Rhode Island, the Providence Biltmore, built in 1922, is said to host dancing spirits in its ballroom late at night. South Carolina's Magnolia Plantation and Gardens was investigated by ghost hunters, who recorded mysterious music, voices, and growling sounds on the property. South Dakota's Orpheum Theater welcomes visitors to explore its haunted history, with staff describing ghostly brides and children appearing after dark. Tennessee's Thomas House Hotel offers ghost tours where guests experience cold spots, moving beds, and shadowy figures. Texas's Menger Hotel in San Antonio is haunted by former President Teddy Roosevelt and Sally, a chambermaid murdered in 1876. Utah's Ben Lomond Suites is most haunted on its 11th floor, where a bride who drowned in room 1102 and a W2-era woman from room 1106 are said to linger. Vermont's Norwich Inn includes the Walker House, haunted by Ma Walker, its 1920s proprietor. Virginia's Martha Hotel and Spa, in operation since the Civil War, is known for its ghostly apparitions seen throughout the property. Seattle's Kel's Irish Pub, built within a former mortuary, is haunted by a man in formal attire and a red-haired little girl. Mysteriously shattering mirrors and strange voices add to the spook factor. West Virginia's Lake Shawnee Amusement Park, abandoned since 1966, is said to host the spirits of children who died tragically on its rides. Wisconsin's Pfister Hotel is haunted by its original owner, Charles Pfister. Apparitions have deterred some MLB players from staying while visiting Milwaukee. Wyoming's Wyoming Frontier Prison, operational from 1901 to 1981, has been explored by ghost adventures and is said to be haunted by former inmates. Alabama's Gaines Ridge Dinner Club embraces its haunted reputation with stories of a screaming woman, a crying baby, and a spectral bearded man dressed in black. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. Let us know which photo you like the most by commenting. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos and easy viewing. Make sure to follow our Facebook page as well. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.